Okay, this is just a brief demonstration of my 1934 Bally signal to just show you how the machine works. The machine was designed by Harry Williams for automatic amusements and licensed to Bally to sell from the Midwest over to the East Coast. And Williams was able to sell it on the West Coast. So this particular machine was something my grandfather purchased in the 1950s, used. It was something my mother and her brothers had played with, and then it became mine and my sister's in the early 1970s, and not long after we had it, it stopped working. The machine had, when I started restoring it, had no glass. It never had glass as long as I have had it. It had rust everywhere. All the metal parts were completely covered with rust. Every single pin was covered with rust. Everything was oxidized. The plunger as well as the coin slide were so oxidized you couldn't tell that it was actually two different types of metal. They came out fairly well. I'm pretty happy with them. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the plunger has some pitting that I could not remove from the plate in the back, but I decided to leave it rather than nickel plate it, just to leave it as original as possible. The machine had no instructions. It had a typed up set of instructions. I was able to have somebody make me a copy of their instructions, and I was able to clean that up. The balls were completely chipped and damaged. Everything was covered with dirt. Okay, so just now to tell you, I'm sorry, also it was missing the artwork on the side, which was reproduced. So that's not original artwork, but it is the exact design that was on this side of the machine. Okay, so the way the machine works is it was one of the first years that they actually put electric in them. It ran off of a 6-volt battery. It's been converted to run off of AC power. The power is only used for these gates here. So what happens is when you shoot the balls, wherever they land is what your score is. You have to manually add up the score at the end. The red ball is worth double. So if a ball lands in one of these gates, as this one has done here, I'll put it at the top there, it is stopped at the 500 mark. If any ball after that lands in this particular hole, the signal hole, the ball will run down underneath the play field over a series of switches, opening up the gates and sending the ball down to the next level. There is the one issue that I am having is the gates on occasion will stick up. The reason being is there is some rust on the back of these little rods here. Not sure if you can see that. And I can't really clean them off because the way everything is made, I'd have to completely take this apart to take the rods out, and I'm afraid if I bend anything I will not get it back together. So I'm still trying to figure that out. So anyway, if the ball drops in through the signal hole, through the gates, and drop the ball down to the next level, and that ball is returned. So let's just do a quick demonstration of the game. I have this little card here to just make sure that hopefully that the spring gate will go back down. Because without the glass, it will stand straight up. Okay, and there you have it. That is how the game is played. At that point, you would add up your score and see if you can compete against the people you're playing with. Okay, hope everybody enjoyed that. Thank you very much.